Welcome to Ruger Tech Tips. Today we're going to look at the Ruger pistol caliber carbine. This rifle has many different variations how you can set this up and adjust it for your own personal shooting style. So we're going to look at those different features, how to make those adjustments. Before we begin, we want to make sure the rifle is completely unloaded. So I've pulled the bolt to the rear and I'm visibly and physically checking the chamber, as well as the magazine or any magazines you may have with a rifle. Make sure those are completely unloaded, as well as your workspace. For tools that you need to do this you'll need a torque wrench to torque your takedown screws, which has a 5/32 Allen screw on it. I've also got a screwdriver with the same thing. There's a 9/32 Allen wrench and a 5/32 Allen wrench. We're going to change the magwell assembly, so I have a Glock magazine well, so I'm going to swap that out, and of course a good pair of safety glasses. So to begin with, I'm going to remove the barrel assembly, so I'm just going to pull my takedown lever forward, twist the barrel, pull that off, and I'm going to remove the receiver assembly from the stock. So I'm just going to close that forward, and I'm going to loosen these two screws. These are a 5/32 Allen screw. And these screws will loosen, but they do not come completely out. So you'll feel when they're freed up from the threads, but they stay inside the stock assembly. Once that's cleared, I can unscrew that, and I can pull my receiver assembly out of the stock. And I'm just going to set that to one side. If I wanted to reverse my charging handle from one side to the other, it's just a simple matter of, this is a 5/32 Allen screw, and I'm going to unscrew that, and it's just a matter of screwing that in to the opposite side to change for left-handed use. Simple as that. Now, to do this change, you do not need to take the complete rifle apart. You could do this with a rifle fully assembled, just swap from one side to the other. Since we've already got it apart, I was doing it at that point. Set that aside. Now we're going to remove our magwell from the rifle. It's very simple. We're going to take out, this is the one for the SR9 and Security 9, and we're going to put in the Glock magwell. On the SR9 one, we need to do two things. There is a little lever inside here which actually grabs the magazine. I need to compress that forward while I'm pushing on the magazine release, and I'm just going to push that and pull it straight up and out. On the SR9 magwell, we do have a magazine catch in here. The Glock does not have that, and that is the difference between the two of these. So just note the difference. When you take this in and out, you need to compress that to get it clear of the stock. So to install the Glock one, I simply just need to push the magazine release button in and drop that down inside. Then I can reassemble this assembly back together. I'm going to show you also how to reverse your button to go from right-handed to left-handed. To do that, I'm going to take the magazine well up and out, and I'm going to take a 5/64 Allen screw and just going to unscrew this screw. And all it is just the button. There's a spring underneath there. I just hold this button down a little bit. Very simple assembly. So that cap screw comes out with the button. Here's our spring, the main assembly of it. We're just going to reverse that to the opposite side, put that in. Spring, it's non-directional, does not matter which way that goes in. I'm just going to slide that over. And now it's just a matter of putting the button back in place with the cap screw on top. So I'm just going to hold that in place, back down. When you tighten this screw down, when you get to the end, you want to use 15 inch-pounds of torque to tighten that screw down. So as simple as that, we've now reversed that. If I want to put in my mag box, I just want to compress that in place, lock that down in. Now it's just a matter of, I've got the different mag well in place, just a matter of taking my receiver assembly and sliding that down inside here. I'm going to screw my two screws in place. I'm just going to torque this down there. That's 65 inch-pounds of torque. That's going to be on both screws, so they're properly torqued. Okay, set that down. Pull my bolt assembly to the rear, lock that back, and I'm going to insert my barrel assembly in here. The other adjustment you can make is this rifle comes with 3 half-inch spacers, so you can adjust length of pull, vary depending on what type of clothing and whatnot you're wearing. The rifle comes with a 9/64 Allen wrench. You're just a matter of removing those 2 screws, change those spacers accordingly, whatever suits you, and just tightening those back up again. So we have changed our safety, our magazine latch on here, we've changed our magwell, and we've reversed our charging handle as well. So all those are very, very simple procedures. Thanks for watching this Ruger Tech Tip.